right, guys. All right, guys. We got some more footage out of San Antonio, and this is actually quite exciting. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? I'm not going to hold you up. We're going to dive straight into this. So we got some footage from Harrison Barnes and Victor Wembanyama of Harrison Barnes and Victor Wembanyama shooting it out from three during practice. And this is some really good stuff, man. I think it's quite telling. All right, so let's dive straight into this. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. What we'll do is we'll take a look at this, have some fun there, and I want to give you guys a prediction, okay? We're going to do a BetUS prediction, then I'll go back to the chat and see what we're talking about, okay? So I might ignore you guys a little bit. Not a lot, but I might ignore you a little bit. So I know that it's an open gym, okay? Open gyms can be very deceiving. I mean, every year we get this same video of Ben Simmons shooting three-pointers. And everyone says the same thing. Oh man, Ben Simmons is back. He's back. He's ready to shoot. He's back better than ever. Oh man, here it comes. Here it comes. He's gonna play. It happens all the time. So I understand that you can't take it, with a full grain of salt, right? You just can't. You can't. But at the end of the day, I do think that it's important to recognize some things, right? So there was some footage of Zach Collins shooting, and I can't find it anymore, and no one's posting it, but Zach Collins did shoot quite a bit during this as well, and his form looked good. But Wemby's form is what I want to focus on. But we're going to start off with Harrison Barnes, and then it goes straight to Victor Wembanyama, back to back. Shout out to Spurs reporter for putting this video together. And he gives a little visual to show us who's who. Well, actually, this might be Fox San Antonio that made this. I don't know. Maybe I should turn my music off. That's annoying. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah. All right. Oh yeah. All right. Swish. All right, so okay, that music is actually really annoying. One thing we should not expect is for Harrison Barnes to be a worse shooter than Wemby. I mean, he's shooting nearly 40% most of his career, I believe. All right, I'm turning this off. Turn that back on. Yeah, I can't listen to this. Let's go. All right. Now they give it to Wembanyama. Yes, that is Wemby. He is an alien. And it looks as if I don't know if there's more flick on the wrist or what, but it definitely looks a little bit more fluid. The base seems the exact same, but I'm wondering, is he using more of his fingers or what? He just looks so much better. And as you guys recall, last season, that was not the case, right? That was not the case at all. Last season, he was struggling. Even in an open gym, he would miss quite a few, and people were pretty critical of it. So I do think that this is a big deal. I actually brought up the wrong video. I do think that this is a big deal, but let's see. There's actually, I don't know if this was a different angle. If you want to see a different angle. So this is from Matthew Tenen. Take a look here. Yeah, slightly different angle. Oh no, this is a completely different video. It just looks better, guys. I can't put my finger on it. I cannot put my finger on it. Slow it down just a little bit. Any basketball experts, if you're watching this video, please leave a comment on what's different about this form, because the base looks exactly the same. The point of release is exactly the same, but I'm thinking there's a little bit more using his fingers. His fingers look more like a right angle last year. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, maybe that's what it is, because this is a huge improvement, and I was not expecting. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, we have to wait and see. Let me calm down. But just a little bit of evidence that we have here from Chris Paul saying man, he hit this crazy 3 in practice, and now this. It just makes me hopeful. I wasn't expecting this big of a jump from 3 at all, because he's been gone most of the summer, right? I mean, I guess obviously that made you better, but I mean, he was focused on winning, focused on team chemistry, focused on so many different things, you know, trying to bring home that gold medal. I just wasn't expecting a stark improvement. But, you know, regardless, Wemby is going to be effective. He's going to be very impressive, and he could very well be in MVP conversations this upcoming season. No one is doubting that. The bigger question is Zach Collins, and if he can really come into his new role of just being a shooter, just being a stretch big. Does he really need to jump unstoppable? I think it's good. I think it's good to jump, you know, form wise. I think it's good to jump, to leave the earth a little bit. All right. Like I said, I'm not a professional when it comes to jump shooting, but I'm just looking at that. It looks better to me. It looks better to me. But diving into next order of business. So I'm really bought in on the Spurs this season, right? I'm very, very much so bought in on the Spurs. I don't know why this chat keeps coming up like that. I'm not asking you questions. Stop that. Stop asking me questions. So shout out to BetUS, like I said, for sponsoring this video. But Greg Popovich winning Coach of the Year. What is the likelihood of that actually happening? I'm kind of on the fence, so I'm not gonna put too much in it. Okay, I'm just not. I'm gonna do a clean 15, place that, and I'm good to go. Okay, I'm good to go. Let's confirm that bad boy. 270 for 15, not that bad. But the Spurs will really have to show out. You have to be in the playoffs for that to happen. That's why I'm a little iffy on it. I'm a little iffy. But if you guys are interested, you know, do what you want. But I'm iffy on that one. We're just going to do a 15 and leave that there. But if you guys are interested at all in BetUS, please go on over to BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150. Receive 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits, up to $2,000. But yeah, head on over to BetUS if you are interested. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at what some of the chatters had to say during this, because yeah, I miss some of you guys stuff. You heard it, book it. Ben Simmons is back. That's so funny. Clan always ignores this. I'm talking to you now. It's crazy how every NBA player is Stephen Curry the minute they're not in the arena. It's just easier. I don't like that side drift follow through. Let's see. You might have been talking about the first video. Let's see here. I think on the first video that side drift was because of where he was angled. Yeah, I don't see a side drift. Yeah, I don't see a side drift. I think you're talking about the other one, and I think it was just where he was shooting the ball. So give me a second. Let's go back. Nope, not this music. Good God. I think it was over here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it right there. But that one wasn't. Oh, I see. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. At this point, we can't really critique him too much, guys. Like, I mean, he averaged, what, 32% last season? Yeah, he averaged 32.5% last season. Like, we just need, it's going to be small improvements, right? It's going to be small improvements. It's not a broken jump shot or anything. I mean, it's fine. He's going to be fine. But yeah, we just you got to be patient. You got to be patient. Yeah, good stuff. Anyways, let's end this segment. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this segment.